What is going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is not a drill. Keith Gill, the Roaring Kitty, made a post, and it's crazy. Just within roughly not what 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes, and look how many, look how much views this man got. Let me just put a quick post out because I am also going live on the official X account as well. So if you guys are watching from there, what's up, everybody? This is like my second live today. I'm actually midway cooking. And I saw my phone goes off and it's talking about, is he back? Normally, if in the Telegram, if he's back, the he is typically referred to Keith Gill. Um, so yeah, so we just gonna rock out today. This is it's gonna be a pretty interesting space. We're gonna look at GameStop. We're gonna look at Roaring Kitty. We're gonna look at all of this and see what it actually means. It says GME went from 35 million to 60 million. Oh wow, it's talking about the. Let me take a look into that. See, the thing is, let me look at GME. Like we're for some reason our visibility is not as great as the other ones, especially GameStop, but I think we are getting there though. So let's see. Wow, up 50% in just that tweet. The one on Soul, the one on up 32%. It's crazy like how all of these just get instant volume um based upon his tweet. Now for us, for some reason, we are laggard, guys. We tend to lag behind it. Um but they are higher market cap than us. 71 million. We're at a 5. Let's see GameStop. Let me change it from the 1 month on GameStop and do maybe like the 5 minutes. And it spiked right into the first level of resistance, right? Let me change it to the 4 hour to make it a little bit better for support resistance. So this is GameStop right here. So with GameStop, you have these levels of resistance. So really, like when I said that, made my video about GameStop or Keith Gill coming back, the ideal spot would have been had GameStop gotten above 32, because then you have all this open field, open sky to be able to have this thing just go parabolic, right? So he could still, I mean, today's Thursday, so we still got what, Friday. Next week there is earnings that's coming out. So there's a lot of stuff like in play for GameStop, and even just trying to decipher what he's saying. Time, um, and he got 109, 420. Um, I don't know. Does this mean that he's gonna come back for a live stream or a YouTube video? Like, there's so many stuff that's just open up for interpretation at this point in time. Because if he comes back live, and starts doing the streams or even just post on the regular basis, then we're gonna really start to see pumps. Like I mentioned before, just the tweet, it typically doesn't do anything, but him coming back, that is where we tend to see like the big impact. So let's look at CoinGecko. So under CoinGecko, um, let's look and see how the any other token is doing right now. And let me know if you guys are hearing me, because I set this up really fast, really quick. Uh, didn't know if it was just gonna everything was up and up and working. We're up 13% on the day. So we're ahead of a lot of the other ones, even though let's click on ours. We're up 13% now. Okay, so we're seeing a little move. Um, and like I mentioned, guys, I was in the middle of cooking, so let me just pause this real quick. All right, that was just my alarm to be able to get the stuff out the oven. So hold on for a second, guys. As I just get again, like I said, this live was pretty much rushed. Once I saw that he was live, I mean, he made a post, and I was like in the middle of cooking. So let me just go to Wall Street Bet and see where do we stand at. Uh, so far the highest one is AMC 67%. Then you have GME up 48%. Wall Street memes up 22%. We're up 13% right now. So I'm gonna leave the GameStop chart up. Let me change it to a 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get the stuff out the stove. It's climbing back up, guys. So things is about to get crazy in the market. I mean, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I had to reset the timer real quick because it looks like it's not finished as of yet. So let's see. JDM says Finding Keith is back, and I think the times on the computer are dates he could possibly stream. No, that's a good yeah, January 9th. Oh, maybe this is going to be the time frame that he is going to start his stream from those dates going all the way up into April 20th. That would be freaking awesome if he really, if he really do that, because again, him coming back and streaming and stuff like that, it's going to help us. Like, we are the number one ranked Roaring Kitty token on the blockchain. Any blockchain, whether it's Ethereum, Solana, you name it, we're number one. And we're number one with the name as well too. So the only thing I'm saying, like, if we really start getting volume getting pumped into our token, then I could see us getting listed on these major exchanges. Now you have, let's pull up the other ones because I do like to see what the other ones are doing and how much volume. So this one is because now I'm not looking at the other Roaring Kitties as competitors. So these right here are going to be our new competitors, the ones with the name GameStop. And I think eventually we're going to end up flipping them as well too. So far 616,000 worth of volume. Let's see how the one on Sol is doing. In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to pause again just to check up on the food there. So GME on Sol. That one did in volume 5.4 million. See, I be thinking those are bots. Bot volume, because ain't no way that you're gonna do $5.4 million, right? And you're only up 57%. Like that doesn't make sense. Like you mean to tell me you're gonna do $5.4 million worth of organic volume, and this is what you have to show for it? I don't think that's possible, unless if it's actual bots that's actually doing it. Now they are. I'm not saying that 100% all of it is bots, but majority of it got to be bots. Because like if we do $5 million worth of volume right now, guys, we would be probably higher than them off of just organic volume. But this is very, very exciting, especially where we're at in the market. Bitcoin crossed 100K. And with Bitcoin crossing 100K, yes, sales do go towards volume as well. But even with that, like, let me show you what I mean by that. This is the other one. It like if sales was going, if more sales, it would more be like almost like a pencil. Like this candle right here would have been more shaven off. But the thing is with Solana, and this is what a lot of Solana projects do, just to show volume, they create a bot, and the bot does buy and sell, buy and sell. Like typically on Ethereum based projects, you're not gonna see bots, like volume bots. And the reason being is because Ethereum gas is so high. So the bots trying to do them buys and sells, buy and sell, it's gonna eat up away, you know, just based upon gas. With Solana, you can do that. And this is why a lot of Solana project you'll see they have like massive amount of volume, but their price really don't do nothing. Like anytime you see a project that have more than, let's just say, 20 million, or not even 20 million, $10 million of organic volume, like they are flying. So it just, the math for me is not adding up. Because with this one, they're up 38% off of 606, and this is on Ethereum, 606 60 $616,000 worth of volume. And this GME is flying, and it's on Ethereum. No bots. So that's the tricky part when it comes to it. Ethereum. I called it, you guys. See itching in. Let's go with the itchy indicator. The itchy indicator, if you guys don't know, um, it is simply, whenever someone within our group or within the Telegram, they start having itchy fingers. And I'm not gonna lie, anytime they mention itchy fingers, something crazy end up happening with our roaring kitty. The price end up pumping, and now we was hearing itchy fingers, and boom, we get a Keith Gill, tweet. So things, I mean, the itchy finger, it is definitely a good indicator. Oh, so we had the day trader. That's why we had went down a little bit. So the day trader, this person, yeah, they had bought earlier. Or is that the same person? Let's see. Uh, oh, somebody else. But either or, oh, it was the day trader. Yeah, they bought today and they sold. Yeah, But the crazy thing about this, look, this person, guys, this is a crazy thing. This person been buying Roar ever since May 30th, right? And the amount of profit that they've been able to make, I want to say it's like 1,000. Yeah, like $1,000. Like imagine you getting this early into Roar and the profit amount that you were able to make is only $1,000. This is why day trading in crypto, it simply does not work. Like had he held it, just his very first buy. Let's take a look at that. His very first buy order, right? Oh, let me. Uh, all right, let me click onto that. So his very first buy order on Roar. Let's look at that. And this is why I'm saying this is why I tell people like if you're planning on day trading tokens and not really hodling tokens, then the amount that you're gonna make will be extremely limited. So he's been doing the same thing, like day trade, buy today, sell today. And total, according to that, he only made 1,200. Yeah, according to this, it says 1,200. That's his profit. His very first buy order, at he just hodled it. He spent $4,000 and bought Roaring Kitty. Currently, right now, his $4,531 that he invested would have been worth $42,000. Like all the buying and selling, buying and selling, like it doesn't it doesn't add up. Like if you look at the history of Roaring Kitty, the chart, like he got in way over here. Anybody who bought Roaring Kitty at any point in time, besides from the month of what, November, the people who bought here, they're up, and a lot of people cashed in. You know, some people who invested 200, 300, $400 into Roaring Kitty cashed out with. Oh, there go my alarm again. Hold on for a second. All right, I'm back. So I'm in the kitchen today, guys. Just finished up some lamb, so I'll finish up the rest of the dish probably later on. But forgot where I was. So if you hear me quiet, I'm just probably just taking a bite real quick just to make sure everything is good. So really, this space is going to be a very chill one. So just bear with me. You guys are coming in. Go ahead and make sure you hit that like button so that way we could feed the algorithm to get more people up into this to the stream here. And also drop your questions down. I mean, even though it is talking about Roaring Kitty, it's not just exclusively, for me talking about Roaring Kitty. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that from any other tickers, I'll be able to look at them as well too. Let's just make this a very, very chill space. Great news, Again, if you guys don't know, Keith Gill, Roaring Kitty, he is back. I don't think I. Let me go ahead and make this post here. Let me quote post it. I don't know what should I say. Roaring Kitty CTO is ready to fly. Roar. And I don't know if anybody else is doing live streams. And if they is, like today should be the day that we go in and we raid. I mean, you guys supposed to be raiding like every day, but if the day would be that day, today is, yeah. But the CA. I'm over here trying to do it with one hand. Hold on. Roaring Kitty, GME, GameStop, GME stock, Moss. These are all the hashtags that's in relation to Keith Gill there. Kitty, back. All right. Just made that post there. So make sure you guys go ahead and rate it. I'll leave it in the comment as well too, so that way you guys could go ahead and like it, share it. Boom. All right, so let's catch up on some of the comments here. Let's check up on some of the comments here. So let's see what we got. Time to YouTube live. Based on rank, it looks like he won't fade away soon. Yeah, I don't. That's what I was thinking too. Like he is not going anywhere. Like he is not going anywhere. And I think like him watching how GameStop in itself was just moving without any of his intervention of him making a post. It was just naturally um naturally just moving up, like all of this run up right here. And not only that, you got BlackRock. BlackRock is buying GameStop. You have Vanguard is buying GameStop. So whenever BlackRock, like I mentioned before in a YouTube video, whenever you have BlackRock is backing an asset, typically they do not lose on that asset. And when they bank hard. So once I saw BlackRock was buying up GameStop like crazy, this is when I was like, okay, I know he's going to come back. He's seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. You know, him seeing, because again, my before getting into crypto, I was heavily into the stock market. So seeing this for what it is, I'm like, there's no way he does not come back. Because not only does he come back, I believe by the time he exit, he is going to be a billionaire based upon GameStop. And GameStop, we're heavily connected to it because his name, Roaring Kitty, even if he picked a different stock, we'll still be connected to him due to the fact that we have the name Roaring Kitty. So with him being, coming back, making posts, making live stream, it is going to also just bring natural attention to who? Roaring Kitty Crypto, Roar. Let me get that pulled up. It's going to naturally bring the attention because we're not only, there it is right here. We're not only the first on the blockchain, we're the top rated Roaring Kitty on the blockchain. Oh, they go the stream right here. But yeah, this is it right here. First Roaring Kitty on the blockchain, inspired by the Roaring Kitty. This was created back in 2022. So we have the first narrative going there. And also, we have the name Roaring Kitty. Like, he is the biggest KOL for us. Anytime he makes a tweet, anytime he makes a post, it automatically is going to bring attention to Roaring Kitty. Like, this is a simple narrative, very, very simple narrative, um, that I think a lot of people overlook. Now, we have the cat narrative. We have so many different narratives, but the simplest one is that we're the first on the blockchain, and our biggest KOL is Keith Gill, the Roaring Kitty, because our token is inspired by him, and that's why our name is Roaring Kitty. So a lot of people tend to overshadow that, overlook it. But it is going to catch up because as we continue to progress, as we continue to keep going higher, it's going to bring more attention to us. As we get more attention, it's just going to ultimately be a domino effect. Like $5.92 million market cap, like we should be sitting somewhere around like 500 million. But I know it's coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming. Because most people, like, this is when most people really started saying, like, oh, Roaring Kitty might be a little for real. Like, after we passed the $10 million market cap. Like, once we were going up, this is when people really started putting, getting their eyes on us. It's like, oh, they might actually be for real. Now, keep in mind, this is the numbers don't lie. We're currently up for the year 271,000%, guys. I'm sorry, year to date is 240,000%. That's how much we are up. We started a little over like at a 4K market cap, and now we're at $5.9 million market cap. Is the alpha bigger than Roaring Kitty returns? It all depends. Like if Keith Gill, if Keith Gill is gonna continue to keep making tweets, then no, nothing gets bigger than that. Unfortunately. And again, when it comes with the alpha for that, like I really have no control over it. The only thing I could do just wait, just like you guys. Like the only thing is I know what it is, and I know it's a huge, huge alpha. But and it's definitely gonna get us like eyes, I'm talking about big eyeballs onto us. Um, if it follows through. So that's that's the only thing I could really say. Um, Now I do see people with the. I don't know how you guys feel about this, and we could really discuss this within the community. I have seen people do the whole boosting thing on deck screener. Now I don't know how much that costs, but if that was something that we wanted to do, like this little boost thing right here is definitely visibility. Um, I don't know if it's working or if it worked. I mean, I did see other projects do this, like a lot of top projects do it. So I think that's something we could maybe discuss if we would want to do that, raise some quick funds to maybe try to put our name up here, especially with the tweet out. All right, let's see where we at on the comment. Sales go to environment. Talk that. What's the word? I had the weirdest feeling when I woke up. I said, today's the day he comes back. Well, let's go. Itchy finger. I called it. You guys see the I already said that. He bought and sold this morning. Yeah, I'm glad that day trader is gone. But it said we have itchy hands. Is this confirmed? We about to explode. If you look closely at Keith Gill's post, the volume on the monitor is turned all the way up. Hence, time to for high volume. Good catch. Let me see that. Oh yeah, I see it. Good catch. This is good catch. Yeah, this is definitely good catch. Hopefully, you guys are rating this post as well too and dropping roar on there. You know, that is a good catch right there. Yeah, the volume is all the way up, so he's ready. I'm telling you guys, Keith Gill is ready to start live. I think he's been itching. I mean, I hear because I do have some friends, even some mentors that's millionaires, and one thing that they say, like after they make their millions and stuff like that, they tend to sometimes get into a state of unhappiness or depression due to the fact that that was the goal that they were looking to accomplish. And once they accomplish, it's like, man, I don't have nothing else. And him getting back, start thinking and be like, okay, what made me happy? And to be honest, I mean, based upon what I was seeing, it looks like when he was live streaming and was doing all these streams, he was extremely happy, like being in the trenches. So I think this is the reason why he's gonna definitely start coming back. So I'm excited. See what else I miss. What's going on with Bone? Let's take a look at Bone. Bone. Now remember, Bone is my top asset as well that I like. Sheesh, look at this. They're going, oh my goodness, they're going parabolic. Yeah, they're going parabolic. And it's a breakout as well, too. Um, oh, they reached a $102 million market cap just off of his tweet. And this is the thing, like, we just need volume. Like, if we see volume 600K, like this project, guys, 600K, then we're gonna also being able to experience that as well too. I wonder if there's a way. Look, you see, $5.4 million, and look at it. It's Solana plays is, in my opinion, is not where it's at. So let's look at Bone. Bone is at 65 cents. 150 million market cap. Is actually lower than that, but for the sake of this. Um yeah. So let's take a look and see where Bone needs to be at in order for it to break from its channel. This is a downward channel that it is in. And the great part about this is that it's been in this channel for a very, very, very long time. Anything something is stuck within a channel or a pattern and it breaks from the pattern, then the way on the way up is gonna have a violent pull up. Talking about it's skipping. It breaks and you can see 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. That's the type of violent move that you could see in assets like that, because again, it just been suppressed all the way down. And that's the same reason with XRP as well too. XRP has been suppressed on the way down for the past 2-3 years, and the reason why it's having that melt up is due to the fact of that suppression. So when that's why I tell people, like, when it comes to Bone, Bone is a reward token, meaning anytime people get reward, they're gonna sell. Like, this is the reason why the chart looks like this. This is why I'm not a fan of like holding long term to a reward token, and the reason why I'm bullish on Bone is because it's no longer the reward token. Treat is. So when people start getting rewards, they're gonna get reward and treat. So as soon as they get the reward and treat, that's what they're gonna sell. So now that Bone is no longer the reward token and it's the gas token, now once we pass this, so we need to roughly get above wow, 89 cents. That is extremely doable. 89 cents, then we're going to have this nice move up, followed by, I think $2 is going to be a resistance area, the $2 area, then followed by the $3.30, I want to say 350 area. Once we pass the 350 area, this is when you're going to really start to see Bone have a nice skip up, because really there is no resistance. All of this downward momentum, this was, again, people receiving their rewards and they were just dumping it just to get their rewards. This is all, that's what this is. I received my reward, let me sell. Switch it to, swap it to ETH, swap it to ETH, swap it to ETH. And that's what happened. This is why I didn't touch Bone for as long as it's been alive, because it's, again, anytime you look at reward tokens, the pattern of a reward token tend to look like this. So yeah, man, things are looking up. Now, one thing about it, if we could get trending on this, because this GME is trending and people see roar on this as well too, they're gonna more likely to buy it. Again, I don't know if you guys want to do this, raise some funds just to see if that's what we want to do. Because I think or not even, I think right now in the marketing wallet, we do have at least like $500. Um, and again, we could vote on that and just to see if that's what we want to do. But as this is trending, if we are trending along with this GME and someone else sees, oh, Roaring Kitty only up what? Currently right now 13%. All right. So as they see that, this could be a easy way for us. I mean, again, it's not 100% guaranteed, but this could be a way for us to start trending and also receiving that type of volume as well too. How many bone to be a whale? I say the first 1,000 wallet is they're considered whales, or they're going to be future whales. So anything above 20,000 bone, I think is that you're a whale. Do you see Colt Dow mention Shiba Inu ETF in 2025 on X, Mr. O Module? Still top 10 and still not selling. Oh, so you're top 10. Sheesh. Like I first that's one thing that I'm mad at myself about is due to the fact that I should have just bought more roar at the very beginning. I knew I needed to get at least above 10 million. That for sure I knew I needed to do. But for the people who are like top 10, even for the number one whale in roar, I don't think most people know this, but the number one whale in roar did not buy at the very beginning. They bought roar during the consolidation period around this time right here. This is when they accumulated to become the number one whale. So they spent roughly around like $80,000 into roar, and I think what their 80,000 is now worth like somewhere around like 200,000. That's a great investment. And so anyone who's looking to maybe be in whale status on Roaring Kitty, accumulation zone. This is what it is. Accumulation zone. And I've been seeing some whales, and sometimes I'll be holding my breath. I'm like, man. Every time I see like buys and it's from people trying to creep up, like I'm thinking to myself, I don't want them to pass me. Like, yeah, I really don't want. Now I passed a couple of people who sold, and this is why I get excited once I see like whale sell. I'm like, yo, I'm moving up the ladder on this because if you think about this, if you truly believe Roaring Kitty is going to be in billions of dollars worth of market cap, in order for that to happen, exchanges are going to come in and they're going to buy Roaring Kitty, right? If you look at let's take a look at Shiba Inu, so that way you guys can really see what I'm talking about. Let's look at Shiba Inu, and you're going to see for a project like it, who is let's go to Etherscan. I am in the top 20 finally. I finally made the top 20. Like for a while, I was not in the top 20. And I'm like sitting there thinking, like, what the heck? Like, how the heck all these people beat me? But look, if you look at Shiba Inu, right? Look at the top whales are exchanges, right? They're exchanges, with the exception of this person. So if you're a whale, ooh, GameStop just past 30. So if you're a whale in Roaring Kitty and you think $1 billion market cap is coming, guess who's gonna have to start buying these tokens to become number one? Because exchanges, at the end of the day, they're gonna become the number one. They're gonna become whales in this project. They're sure not gonna get my tokens because eventually there are other wallets out here, and Binance, Robinhood, Crypto.com, okay, like all of them, they had to come to the open market to be able to buy up these tokens. And as they buy up this token, they just started knocking these holders down a peg. So if you were, because there's some people within Roaring Kitty who had uh Shiba Inu, right? They had trillions of Shiba Inu, and they sold them, and this was the result of it, of them selling it. Because now you got people, these exchanges coming in and buying them up. How many people here are top in the top 20? Do you think we still be able to stake what, Shiba Inu, stake Shib, stake which token? Ooh, now they're having that sell off. Why is this not adjusting? Let me see if I see what's their volume looking like now. Why you skipped my question? What was your question? Do you know anything about Rismus coin on Phantom? I seen it. It's seasonal. Um, that type of token there is going to be seasonal. So you have roughly what 20 19 days. So it's a day trade. If you buy it now. Um, yeah. So I had looked into that before. I think on TikTok. But yeah, it's that's a seasonal type of play. Let's go 200 million market cap by March. DC called down. Just bought another 1K of Andy on base. I think it's next in line after Brett. Andy on base. Now I did see another Andy that I actually got a position in. Um, is it this one? Yeah, Andy on base. So this one been around for a while. Then 8 months. 20 million market cap. That's not bad. That's not bad. Chart's not bad at all too. Yeah, definitely. If as Brett continue to pump, I think Andy would pump as well too, especially on the same chain. This one's not a bad one. Ideally for me, because I am greedy on my entries, I would definitely love to get an entry somewhere around here. But you can get a starter position, and if it goes down, I mean, if your starter just goes, parabolic, you probably just be like, oh man, I wish I would have got more. Uh, but if you get a starter and it continue to keep dipping, you could buy at some of these support areas. So this is definitely worth the look. Oh, the GME on this one is starting to pump as well too. $1 million market cap, $157,000 in volume, up 88%. So yeah, they got that boost right there. What do you think about the new Shiro Nico? It looks pretty promising. Shiba Inu account is uh based upon what you call them. What did bubble maps? That's heavily controlled by the developers based upon their findings. So for something like that, market cap is too high. Um, yeah, let's see where's the market cap at right now. It's 3 days old. Market cap is at 370. Like the run up is too fast. Like to me, if buying this, I would literally feel like I'm buying the top. Plus, they also mentioned about the it was sniped. So a lot of people are holding a lot of bag. I'm talking about millions of dollars worth. So I just feel like that is just overhead pressure, you know. And if I'm buying it now with that overhead pressure, they have not sold. And imagine when they sell, that just instant dump for me. So for me, for that type of play, I pass. Like anytime a token start getting to like the 300, 500 $1 million market cap, I start to draw back. Like, because then those tokens, they're going to require me to sink in a lot of capital into it. I don't want to sink in 10K. I don't want to sink in 20K into a token, because then at the end of the day, like, how much am I really risking? Because in crypto, rug pulls, things could happen. Yeah, things could happen unless. So if I'm sinking 20K into something, I gotta be sure. Like Roaring Kitty, like sinking 20K into it, it's safer. I wouldn't do it all at once. I would build a 20K position. I personally got in at 52 million, still holding. Nice. So with, I mean, you getting in at 52 million, that's like you won. you know, you won because now you have so much room. So even if it dips to, let's say, 100 million, you're still, that's still close to 2x for you. And if it continue to keep going and the people, the insiders, they still hold and they're not selling, it could possibly go back up to $1 billion market cap. Things can happen. I'm hearing all about the Hot 2 girl. Yeah, those type of tokens, and this is why I tend to try to stay away from new launches because just like with the Hut 2 girl, like anything could happen. I'd rather have a coin that's been around because the lifespan of most cryptos or most token in crypto is roughly about 6 months. 6 months, then after that it just straight decline and the crypto's gonna die. So for me, I'm always looking for cryptos that's maybe really a year, been around for a year, still got a community, they still active on X, they're still rocking out. That gives me a little bit more confident because now you have a year of establishing yourself. I found your channel when you should run Kitty at 15K. Hate myself for not buying it. And yeah, no, I mean it happens, man. It happens. Yeah, that's one thing for me when it comes to my channel. Um, Anytime that I make a video about a new coin, like best believe I did my research about it. Um, and I'm ultra bullish about it. And you know, so just for future reference, if I ever drop a new video about a new coin, just know I did my homework about it, and I think that one it has a high because I'm always trying to set my subs in the best position possible. Not only for you guys to learn, but in the process of you learning, like if you can make money with it, it's like why not? But GameStop, man, it is. Let me change this to a 3 minute chart. It still need to pass that area of resistance. That 30, roughly what 30? I say 33. If it gets above 33, like from what 26 to 33, that's almost $10. So maybe a few days of consolidation. Then Keith Gill drops another post tomorrow, gets it above 32. Um, because yeah, if it's able to get above that 33, then whoever is short on this, they're gonna be in trouble. Because I'm talking about short squeeze galore. And GameStop, that's one thing about GameStop, it shows you like in the past, like after it has its squeeze, it could definitely hold. It could hold. And if it's holding its position, and guess what? It's just gonna give more shorts time to get back in and squeeze them some more. Yeah, no, I get it. Look, there's so many YouTubers out right now. They'll push anything onto their subs. That's one thing. Like I get into a lot of risky plays, but I'll never bring them onto the channel. I'm talking about like I'm into a lot of degen play. Like even though I say like Shiro, not my cup of tea. Like let it. let it do enough stuff. I might just degen, just like slap a bag into it, but never mention it. Grow on base. 4 months. Which one? The 4 month one or the 7 month one? Top three. Um. Oh, you said aside from those. Um. Litecoin. I think Litecoin at least get to $1,000. I'm in that one in the 80s, so I'm up pretty good on that one. Um, One that I haven't talked about in a while. Oh, you said yes, but which one? 7 months or 4 months? How do you feel about LTD token? I've been DCing into that. Any For me, I tend like my trading strategy now is to avoid uh team second. Okay, second one. Is to avoid like team based tokens, meaning like the team allocated some tokens for themselves. And it's not even a knock to them, but I just like for any tokens now because I tend to the tokens because I looked at it from a span of since 2016 all the way up until now. The tokens that I made probably the most money on was the ones that are almost like a fair launch or a free launch, and nobody gets like any free token. Those are the tokens that I tend to make more money on. So they have the 80-20 rule. They say, 80% of the amount, or I forgot what it says, but it I'm gonna rephrase it. But the money, the most money that you're gonna make is gonna be on 20% of the action that you take or something like that. And when I reviewed it based upon my trading, like CTOs, like kind of like how this one is, um, are the types of plays that I tend to make more money on. So not to say that they're not gonna make it or you can't make money on it. Just for me, I tend to just avoid it because I know with the least of CTO, the only people that could really screw me over would be the community, and it would have to be a collective of the community screw me over. Like when it comes to team based token, there's only what 2 or 3 people in the team, 4 people, and the odds are based upon my history in crypto, somebody's gonna screw up. Somebody's gonna screw people over. So I tend to just avoid it altogether, and it helps me sleep better at night. 294,000 market cap. I like this. I like this. Let me add to the watch list. Reason why I like it, and I still have to do, of course, more research, more homework on it. Um, it's the fact that this thing's been dead. Like if you look at Roaring Kitty's chart, Roaring Kitty was dead. Then all of a sudden you get this pop right here. So I gotta now look into whether the contract's renounced, if liquidity is burnt, go into your TG and it's popping in the TG, or you have a community in the TG. Yeah, like this right here wouldn't definitely not be a bad play. Again, it's like a zombie. Like it died, then it just rose up. So this one right here is not bad at all, and it's supposed to be Matt Fury. Um, yeah. So I got my eyes on you guys. See how your socials is. Where can I see your X account at? Can you show us what caused that spike on GME? Yes. What caused the spike on GME is Keith Gill, the Roaring Kitty. He made after the last time he made a post or a tweet was back in September. So today he made his first tweet back. He is pretty much the godfather of GameStop. So because of that, he caused this to happen. So anything else that's related to GameStop is going to have a positive impact as well too. Same like Roaring Kitty Crypto, as well as all the other ones as well too. So currently, right now, there's 5,000 holders. I don't think those are all holders. Who got this 7%? Now this right here, I don't like 7%. So how did he obtain 7%? I mean, of course, you could buy it on the open market. So all of this is transfers. Where was it transferred from? Let's take a look. 21 days ago. Like, who bought? Huh. Little last open trade. Is this the... Is that Uniswap? So I'm going to do more research on this. Just to see where this 7% come from. Because that's the only red flag. Like 7% of the supply, that's a lot for them to have this much control over. Oh, they did get it from 40%, 40 million. So they did. So it looks like they bought it on the open market. But even so, though. Yeah, they bought it. Uh, they bought it 21 days ago. So that's where they got it from. Does this time on that pick means anything? People are speculating that the time means the time that he's gonna start live streaming, which could very well be from January 9th all the way to April 20th. And if he does, come back and actually do that, yeah, everything in the market related to Keith Gill is going to it's gonna pump. So the whole Wall Street bet, all of that's gonna pump. Do you have any secret to tell what's coming for Shibarium? I don't. Like I don't have any like alpha relationship to Shibarium. Um, yeah, Keith Gill. It, but yeah, things are really looking good, especially for us. We just came off of a nice dip, a nice sell off. So being the fact that we came from a sell off, things are gonna start looking dicey for us. Let me pull up go back to Ethereum. Hot pairs. Oops. Go to Ethereum. Ooh, GME's having a pullback now. They're having a pullback. Let's see where they're at right now. Because at one point they were up like 85%. Ugh, look at that pencil. That needle. Unto 400 million K9 token now. Since you don't like teams and prefer CTO, does that mean you don't like K9 finance? No, that's not what that means. There's few, and the reason, like, I had an opportunity to be able to get into K9 during the seed round, and I passed because anytime when it's come with team token, you have to see what the team does. Like, I didn't start buying K9 until what, roughly what, I want to say maybe September was the first time that I bought, because I wanted to see what the team was gonna do, and based upon what I seen what Buzz was able to do, yeah, I'm like, okay, so it's not. I would I prefer CTOs over teams, but if they do have a good team, then I'll invest into it. Can you show us what cause? Do you have any secret to tell? Does time? What are two low market cap cryptos that still have your eyes and did research? Uh, like, again, any low market cap plays. I mean, I guess you could say Roaring Kitty. That's a low market cap play. Anything else other? I haven't really seen anything that really like popped off to me. Like, oh my god, this is gonna be $1 billion market cap. Like, I haven't seen that. I've seen other plays that's like, oh, okay, this looks like it's promising, but don't have enough data or haven't seen enough of a big narrative for it to push it towards that $1 billion. Like Roaring Kitty, it was just like as soon as I saw it and I seen how the reaction of what happened to the other Roaring Kitty, then I was looking, I was like, wait, that's not even the first Roaring Kitty on the blockchain. Like, this is when the light bulb went up. I was like, oh crap, this one right here actually has bigger potential than the one that's actually popping off. And like fashion with the one that was popping off, which is Kitty on Solana, their devs rugged them because look, had the devs of Kitty didn't rug, they would have been up there, right? They would have been up there with what you call them, with Peanut. This is the one right here. They would have been up there with Peanut. They would have been up there with like right here. Like soon as it boop, and the dev decided to run, like it killed that momentum. But this would have probably kept going, and this would have been worth $1 billion market cap. Like this is the narrative, a huge narrative within crypto that has not been tapped into as of yet. Like the peanut narrative that went viral all over crypto Twitter. Modang that went viral all over crypto Twitter. Roaring Kitty went viral all over crypto Twitter, but there's no Roaring Kitty token that actually took that mantle of it going to hundreds of $1 million of market cap. Like this was on its way to actually doing that. It had the volume. It did $64 million in volume, guys. 64, or I'm sorry, $57 million in volume. That's close. $57 million in volume, and their devs just rugged them, and it just essentially killed the project. And at this time, our Roaring Kitty, the one that I'm in, it wasn't it nothing was established for it. It didn't have its socials. There was no community behind it. The only thing that it had was just the name. And organically, the community started getting formed, and after the community started getting formed around it, and this is how it was able to just naturally just take the number one spot. Yeah, so if you look around that same time, like if people looked at our Roaring Kitty at that time, it looked like a rug, like a rug project. We didn't have this, we didn't have a website, we didn't have a social, we didn't have a telegram. I'm telling you guys, we had zilch, nada. And during this time, even without the assistance of Keith Gill and just being based upon a CTO and the community just pushing it, we're able to see all this organically. Now add the Keith Gill effect to it. Let us get $57 million worth of volume. Heck, let us get $5 million worth of volume. We get $5 million worth of volume, this token would be above $100 million market cap. My buddy's heavy on Grinch and AI plays. Grinch, I think I have that in my watch list if I'm not mistaken. Grinch. Let's see. Where's my watch list at? I looked at the chart today of yeah, there it is right here. Is it this one? But there's so many different ones. But the thing is, again, when it comes to these plays, like the Christmas theme, this is not the one. When it comes to is this the one that you're talking about or a different one? Because when it comes to these plays, the theme is Christmas. After Christmas, the play is dead until next Christmas. Does over 90K bone make you a whale? Buddy, you're a humpback. You're not just a whale, you're a humpback whale. Now that's a lot, man. That's good though. That means you can get to that million a lot faster than anybody else. At least faster than me. Marvin on base. I heard of matter of fact, I think I bought Marvin and I ended up selling Marvin when it first popped off. I remember Marvin. How is that doing? It's been a minute since cause I thought Marvin was gonna take off. I think it's Marvin is like Elon's dog or something like that. But there's so many, and that's the thing. There's so many different Marvins. So which one? The one that I got into, is the one here. Is it this one? 4 months ago. Oh, Mob. Okay, so that is the right one. Yeah, this is the one that I bought. Maybe I should have held. I bought this one initially around. Oh, this can't be it because when I bought it, it was at a lower market cap. Maybe I bought a different one because the one that I bought was roughly maybe I thought I bought it around like a 40K market cap or a 50K market cap. It could have been this one. I don't know. Maybe it was 400. I don't know. But yeah, I did look into a Marvin on base, or is it Marvin on Ethereum? But either or, I think like they end up end up rugging. This one is a good CTO. So the community is active on that one. Trying to see what else is trending. But yeah, guys, I am going to call this space. Um, Definitely got to go finish eating. Still got food that I hopped on this stream with. But yeah, guys, catch me in the TG. Looks like GameStop is starting to go down a little bit, so it's at 29.